Welcome to Parents Anonymous Podcast. I'm Tal,
Hi, I'm Rupali, and we are parents of a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old.
and in today's episode, we're going to talk about 5 new parent hacks that every parent should know.
The views on Parents Anonymous podcast are 100% ours, crafted with love, chaos, and whatever was left of our sanity after bedtime.
All right, welcome to today's episode. I'm super excited about this actually because as a new parent, you're tired, you're exhausted, you're just trying to get by, make sure baby's fed, make sure you're fed and your spouse is fed, and just trucking along. So, over our experience with these 2 kids, we've come up for ourselves, and it might work for all of you as well, 5 new parent hacks.
Yeah, and anything that's gonna make your life easier as a new parent, give it to me. Like, I wanna hear it. So, yeah, and hopefully these help you guys. And as Tal said, if there's other ones that you can think of and hopefully you like these, let us know what they are so that we can share those as well.
Exactly, and these are just 5, and they're not in any sort of rating order, and we'll share more down the road as well that as, people reach out to us and they wanna know certain things. We're by no means any experts, but these are things that made our life a lot easier. Before I get into the first one, you're gonna as a new parent, you're gonna be running on very low fumes, and the baby in the first little while is a 24, hour operation because, you're feeding that baby middle of the night, you're having to do diaper changes middle of the night, s blowouts, spit ups, all sorts of not so fun things as a new parent that you have to deal with. So, our first hack is multiple fitted crib sheets and mattress protectors. They go hand in hand. If you're about to become a new parent and you're like, "Okay, what am I missing on my registry?" Get a bunch of fitted sheets on there. You can do lots of different designs and fun themes if you have a certain theme for your nursery, and then along with a mattress protector. And I highly recommend that even as a grown up, you should have a mattress protector on your mattress. Sleep Country lady really got me on that, especially with the dust bunnies and allergies. And I can tell you, it's gone. My allergies have gone down from the dust and all that. So even for a new child, same thing. The other thing is have multiple. Yeah, you own them. You have them now. Now what do you do? So for us, part of this first hack is layering those sheets.
Yep. So make sure you get at least a 2-pack, if not more, of the
Yeah.
fitted sheets per crib. So obviously we have 2 kids, as you guys have heard. So for both of them, each of them have 2 fitted sheets.
Yeah.
And what Tal is trying to say is not only do you have them when you are making their crib, like when you're making their bed, you want to have basically 4 layers total. So you want to have the mattress protector and then the fitted sheet and then another mattress protector and then another fitted sheet.
Exactly. And I've been in the middle of the night, really up until even with her daughter,
Recently,
yeah, being 3 years old, she unfortunately was had the stomach bug and had thrown up. And so it happened at like I want to say like almost 3 in the morning. So Rapali and I go in, we wanna keep the lights, dimmed. Our daughter wasn't feeling well, so one of us, assisted her getting her changed, cleaned up, and then for the, other parent, I think it was one of either me, I think, went to her, bed, off of her, mattress, took off the first layer fitted sheet, took off the first layer of the, mattress protector, got those bundled up and put them outside the room so I can deal with them in the morning when I'm fresh. And she had already a fitted sheet and a protector ready to go. I didn't have to fumble around, put one
you didn't have
on.
to worry about getting that on in the middle of the night or even in the middle of the day, whenever. It's if it's soiled, if it's dirty, it's so easy and it feels so simple, but it's gonna help you. With a
Exactly.
newborn, all the way up until to the toddler years and longer because yeah, they sometimes they spill stuff, they have blowouts, or they sometimes like their diaper leaks and they pee, or they have, or they vomit, and all of these things happen. So again, in the middle of the night, when you're tired, when you're running on low sleep, you can just rip that one off so the next one is ready to go and you're not having to worry about that in the middle of the night.
Exactly. Really, and the other thing is having multiple covers for the pillow, and
Yeah.
maybe have an extra toddler pillow as well
Yeah.
for them. But for a baby, no pillows are necessary. So you just have to, worry about that fitted sheet and protector.
Yeah, and for newborns, have lots of extra swaddles as they transition out of the swaddle and you're now using a sleep sack. Use extra, like, because again, you never know when you need it. And if you know that one's going to be in the wash, you have the next one ready to go. So just having multiples of things in general really helps.
Yeah, laundry is gonna be your number one chore for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So let's, with that, go to our number 2 hack, which is when it comes to diaper changes, simple thing. But when you're doing those diaper changes, especially when there's poop in there, you want to make sure that you layer a new diaper underneath the baby's bum before you even open the old diaper. And there's tricks and tips that you learn the more and more diaper changes that you do. But that feels like a very simple one. And there's been times I know with our first, when we were not doing that, we would make a mess of wherever we were changing her. So if it was at a change station, at the changing pad, like it would get messy on the actual change pad, and slowly we figured out that actually let's put the new diaper underneath and then make sure that we clean it really well so that if they poop again or they pee again, you have that new diaper ready to go just in case.
Exactly. It's sometimes we think like, "Oh, this is such a simple,
Yeah.
like, concept," but really it makes a world's difference, especially if you're on the go, you've gone to the doctor's appointment or wherever, just slip that new one underneath, quickly, deal with the dirty one on top, pull that one out, second one's good to go.
Yeah.
I find, like, as new parents, how many times have you been peed on, right, by
Yeah.
your child? It's just like it happens in a blink of an eye. So to be able to quickly contain as fast as you can is the name of the game when it comes to changing a newborn's diaper.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. For our third hack, this is another registry item. Highly recommend. Again, like Rapali mentioned just a minute ago, having multiples. You want to have multiples of this. Is a sleep sack or swaddle that's got a two-way zipper on it. Plus, hand in hand, those zip up outfits that they wear as well, newborns having a two-way zipper on those as well. And for some of you that are really new to the game of being a parent, you go, okay, what's a two-way zipper? I'll start with the outfit itself. So when you have them all snuggled in this zip-up outfit, from their feet are within there, everything. If you have a one-way zipper, it opens from the top and goes all the way down. So if you're going to be changing a diaper, you'll essentially need to zip from all the way from the neckline down to the bottom, pull their legs out, and then move that, outfit aside. It's not ideal, especially at nighttime. Again, when you're in a low light situation, the room's dim, and you're just trying to do a quiet, like,
Yeah.
diaper change, and you're half asleep. It makes it very difficult. So that two-way zipper, you'll have one on top, one on the bottom, and all you're doing is just zipping up the one by the legs, keeps them nice and snug on top, and you can just quickly and efficiently get that diaper changed.
Yeah. And for both of our kids, we actually had multiple two-way zipper, like pajamas or outfits or onesies, whatever you want to call them, because they made our job so much easier, our life so much easier. Sometimes you are paying a little bit more when it's a two-way zipper. And honestly, guys, the first 4 months, the amount of clothes that you need for that child is very minimal. So for
Mhm.
us, we wanted to keep it as simple as possible. And we bought a bunch of two-way zippers in like the 0 to 3 and the 3 to 6 month and even longer period of time because we just knew it was the easiest thing for us. Babies have a lot of accidents, like they pee and poop all day long, and they have a lot of spit ups.
Yeah,
So sometimes you're going through multiple outfits a day. And if you
exactly.
want to keep your sanity and if you want to keep things simple, if you want to keep things streamlined and you're not so focused on what the baby's wearing or how the baby's looking and how that outfit is coordinated, get the two-way zipper outfits. They're so much easier. You don't have to worry about things like getting messy. And that way, like Tal said, you unzip it from the bottom, flip it up out of the legs, change, and then back on and zip, and off you go.
Yeah. Yeah, and same with those, swaddles, the Velcro ones. They have the two-way zipper, so you can, again, unzip from the bottom and then
Yeah.
unzip the outfit from the bottom as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So the next one is again related to diaper changes because you will be doing a lot of them. You will be doing them at least 8 to 10 times a day. So just recognizing that. And if you have multiple floors or multiple rooms that you want to have the baby and spend time with the baby, then we suggest having diaper change stations on every floor. it just makes it so much easier. When we had our daughter the first time, we initially didn't have that, and eventually we realized actually if we want her to spend more time in the main floor and not just always have to run upstairs, then let's have an actual separate change station. And for ours, it's located in the laundry, but we have, wipes, diapers, and extra outfits there so that you're not having to run up and down.
No, exactly. It's very, very important, like to make your life easy. And it's just having those different stations, having the same items. And that's what I tell new parents as well. For me, what worked was consistency. So if I had the exact same things, I could be on autopilot because most of the time you are when you're trying to survive as a new parent. Is just you know exactly what you're using, the same wipes, same type of diapers, diaper cream. We mentioned that in another episode. Um, like, having those essentials and keeping them the same in all your different stations.
Okay, so that was 4. We have 1 more left.
Yeah, so the
Number 5.
number 5 here, this was a game changer for
Oh,
baby number 2. We didn't realize again,
what a game changer.
sounds very simple, but makes the world's difference. It's having a mini fridge in your room or close to your room or the nursery, or if you're, co-sleeping or whatever your situation is, having a mini fridge. We picked one up off of Marketplace, very nice, clean, like $50, and we had this awesome mini fridge. We sanitized it, cleaned it out. Multiple different reasons it made our life a lot easier. One being as a new mom, like Robali's, her main priority is nursing, breastfeeding, producing, breast milk through pumping. So she needs to be nourished and having food available and having that food right there or cold drinks or whatever she needs, then I can easily access it for her, provide her that food quickly. And this one's kind of like a side hack too that kind of goes in with it. We had also had a microwave
Yeah,
that we bought off of Marketplace as well. Very like small little thing.
yeah. The food aside, actually, the primary reason for the mini fridge was for me to be able to save breast milk in there. So if I either pumped it freshly or if it was being saved for a morning bottle or something, that's the having that breast milk there accessible so that you don't have to go up and down floors if you can help it or even out of the room. That makes a huge difference. And then also the one that we got, the fridge, it actually had a freezer in there. So at times when I was overproducing milk, more than what our son would drink, then I could actually just put it in the freezer bag right and then and there instead of having to figure it out later or the next day and just freeze it right away.
Exactly. And then in the mornings we could go in, when we're energized, hopefully got some sleep through the night, and then able to take those frozen bags and put them, in the appropriate freezer that we were storing the milk in. So even if you're limited for space, the mini fridges are like pretty like small in
Compact.
size and
Yeah.
compact, so you can easily, for most people, easily store it somewhere where it'll work for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Really worth it.
yeah,
So worth it. It saved so many trips for me to go up and down. And especially for me with our son, I had a C-section. So I was trying to avoid like going up and down stairs multiple times. And of course I could have asked you, but again, we were trying to to make sure that we're surviving, not just running on like barely any,
yeah,
energy and sleep and all of that. So trying to make sure that we can preserve our energy as much as possible. And this was a huge help
yeah.
with that.
And especially if you have multiple children, like
Yeah.
you want to, maximize your time between the newborn and still give time to them. So any of these little things that you can do to create more time for you, I think is very important. So if you're already have a child and you're expecting, number two or number three or whatever, then maybe this is something that will make your life a lot easier as well.
Yeah. All right. So that was 5 hacks. And as we were talking, I can probably think of a few more. So maybe
Yeah.
eventually down the road, we can do another one where our next top, 5 hacks for new parents. The final hack, which is a bonus hack, is again, we have probably talked about this enough, but in case you're new, in case you haven't heard, and if in case you want to go back, this book, Cherish the First 6 Weeks from Helen Moon, this book is the ultimate hack when it comes to babies. This book has so much information in here about how to take care of babies, how to birth babies, how to breastfeed, formula feed, how do I take care of myself as a mother. Like there's so much sleep, schedules, so many things in here that will help you take care of that baby. There's so much stuff on the internet that you get lost.
Yeah.
There's an overflood of information, and then obviously there's advice and things on there that are not always helpful that you sometimes follow, and then you try to figure out what you're doing wrong, and you don't realize this, which source you're actually following things from. But this is something that we recommend it to anyone and everyone, and we will continue to until we can no longer praise and talk about it enough. But it is this book. One of the things that this book talks about, especially for newborns, is when it comes to schedule, how should you actually organize their wake windows? So it goes into that much detail. It talks about tummy time. When should I do tummy time after they wake up? So it has almost like when you first wake them after the nap, then you first feed them, then you do playtime or diaper change, and then you kind of go forward after that. So yeah, this book for us is one of the ultimate hacks. And with this book specifically, we did do a separate dedicated episode to this book, and it's called Cherish the First 6 weeks, which we will also link the book as well as the episode that we've done before below for you guys. And yeah.
Yeah. So to just summarize our top 5 plus 1 bonus hacks. So the first one being multiple fitted sheets and mattress protectors for those quick changes, middle of the night, daytime, for any sort of those poop spills, fit ups, everything.
Yeah. Number 2 was laying down a new diaper before you open and you change the old one.
And then number 3, two-way zippers for their onesie outfits and sleep sacks, the Velcro ones for the swaddles. Highly recommend.
Yes. And then the next one was just with diaper changes, having stations in different rooms, areas, different floors, just having multiple diaper change stations.
And number 5, that mini fridge, crucial for that, storing that milk frozen, or the fridge one, and having that food on demand ready to go, and possibly having a microwave close by as well.
Yep. All right. And with that, I think that brings us to a close. Hopefully you guys are liking these shorter, quicker episodes, and we like doing these like top 10, top 5 items or
Yeah.
hacks. And we are looking forward to our next few episodes, and hopefully you guys stay tuned. We do want to talk about colic with you guys as well
Yeah.
as chiropractors and the benefit of both of those things, because with our daughter, she did have colic, so we'll share that experience with you guys on our next episode.
Yeah, we're excited for that. And a few more episodes. Yeah, I'll be in a different location and with a special guest. So I'm really excited for you guys to see that in a few episodes.
Awesome. So let us know what you guys think. Share what were your hacks, or what are your hacks. Maybe if you're actually going through this right
Yeah,
now, let
yeah.
us know. And hopefully you guys find these helpful. And we love talking about all of this, especially with the newborn stage. For me, I know I love talking about that too, because there's so much that goes on in that vulnerable time that we want to be able to really create that community where we talk about these things. And one of the other episodes that I can think of for us to film in the future also is things that you don't know or you don't realize until you become a parent that no one tells you. So anyway,
Yeah. And
yeah.
at the end of the day, we're a community, new parents. It's supposed to be a place of learning. And again, like Rapali mentioned, if you have anything, even for us, like this book was great, but if you have another book that's, really worked for you, please share that.
Yeah.
Like knowledge is truly power.
Yeah.
So we're all about learning and having experiences. No one's perfect. There's not a single perfect parent out there. So just be authentic, be yourself. Let us know what you think. Yeah.
Awesome. With that, we will close it off, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.
Bye.